All right.
Hello.
We're live.
We are. It's my first time, I think, being live on this, so excited.
Yay!
Awesome.
Had to wait
All right,
38
well-
years, but I'm happy I'm doing it with you guys.
We're so happy to be here, and we do. We've got you. So, Amir, maybe you want to kick things off here.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'll just take maybe a few minutes. Hello, everyone. I know folks are joining. I guess that's how it works as we start to kick this off. So hi to everyone. Thank you so much for spending time, your afternoon, early morning, wherever you are. I know we've got folks joining and watching this later from so many different countries. So I just wanted to say thank you, Brian and Nancy, first for joining us. Most of you probably know Brian and Nancy. They're successful coaches, entrepreneurs, executives. They've been recognized by LinkedIn and Forbes and so many others. And I'm sure everyone can just Google you and know how amazing you are as far as the credentials go. I know I've been learning so much from both of you and all the content and all the learnings that you've put out. But what I was talking to our team today before joining this live stream. What I'm really excited for is that I think you guys are just both amazing, kind people, and you're both so real. And we've been building this community of people that are real and they're authentic, and we're all here to help each other and extend a hand to each other. And I know I'm learning every single day from our students and young professionals. And so I'm thankful that you're here, and I just wanted to personally come and welcome you all and welcome everyone that is going to be watching this. This is kind of the first kickoff in a series of many amazing content that we're creating on upkey.com and our career community. And I know when we did this a while ago with our virtual internship program, Brian came and did some stuff with us, and Nancy did some more stuff. And there isn't a week that goes by that I don't hear something from one of our previous students and young professionals saying how amazing you have impacted their lives and how much they've enjoyed just listening and learning from you, and how humble and kind you both are. So with that, I'll hand it to you. I'm gonna go to the green room and enjoy it and take some notes, and I hope everyone else does that. And thank you so much for doing this with us, and we're honored to have you.
We're honored to be
here.
Thank
you. All right.
Thank you, Amir.
We're going to kick you out. We're taking over the live stream.
Here we go. All right. We're here on the live stream.
Okay. It's a little weird. I'm used to having the comments and doing the producing stuff. We
yes.
just have to show up
here. I know. That's it. All right. Well, as Amir said, my name is Brian Schulman. I am the founder and CEO of Voice Your Vibe.
And I'm Nancy Barrows, and I'm the Chief Engagement Officer at Voice Your Vibe.
Yeah.
Together with Upkey, we are proud and honored to have organized this free online series, How to Find Your Voice, an intro to self-branding.
Yes, and we're so excited to be here to kick off this this incredible series together. In fact, maybe we should actually let our other selves tell them about that. You think so?
Yeah. I think that's
okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna let our doppelgangers, our other selves, our twins, actually say hi to you guys and actually tell you while we're out here today. We'll be right back. Yeah, there we go. And founder and CEO of Voice Your Vibe.
And I'm Nancy Barrows, Chief Engagement Officer at Voice Your Vibe. Together with Upkey, we're organizing a free online series titled How to Find Your Voice, Intro to Self-Branding.
That's right. And this series will start with a live stream hosted by me and Nancy Deborah, where we will talk about how you should go about building your brand online and why it matters, and answer all the questions you may have about the topic.
Now, after the live stream, you'll get access to the online mini course at upkey.com with instructive videos on how to build your brand online. What type?
Oh, yep. Hey, what's that?
And here you are.
Boom. What? Yep.
Yep, that happened.
That just happened.
Right, so
That's
we'll
right.
Go back to being us.
Yeah.
Let's remove those two. Hey, so here's live, right? These are the things that are going to happen.
This is it.
And one of the modules in this course, one of the courses within the series that you can take is about the mistakes you're going to make. Now, that may not be a mistake you're going to make, but it's going to happen. So just be ready for anything and keep going. That's it. We just keep going.
That's it. So we're excited to be here tonight, kicking off this online series. You're going to have the opportunity to learn from experts in the fields, starting with today's live stream hosted by myself and Nancy Deborah. And we are going to talk about how you should go about building your brand online, why it matters, and answer all the questions that you may have about the topic.
Yes. And after this live stream, those courses, those modules will be available at upkey.com with instructive videos on how to build your brand online, what type of content you would want to create, what mistakes you have to make along the way, and lots of advice to get you started.
That's right. So this is an incredible collaboration between Upkey and Voice Your Vibe. It's a free online learning series. Again, how to find your voice, intro to self-branding. And there's some incredible courses in this series, guys. So knowing your why, how to find your voice and make an impact through video, that is with myself. You have why personal branding, personal content, and engagement are your most powerful self-branding tools with Nancy Deborah.
And we have Ready, Set, Burnout with Usama Bashir Salim, a really important one. We also have the mistakes you have to make in building your personal brand with both Brian and myself. And you can also find you as a brand, building around what matters most to you with Gerald Doyle.
Yes. Okay. So we want to help you get to know the two of us here. And so Nancy Deborah is going to...
Let me begin.
Why don't you do that?
Why don't I begin?
All right.
I'm going to introduce you to Brian Schulman.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. Okay. What?
Brian Schulman, a 5-time best-selling author and international keynote speaker known as the godfather and pioneer of LinkedIn video, is one of the world's premier live streaming and video marketing experts. It's impressive. Yeah. His insights and 2 global award-winning shows have been featured on NASDAQ, Forbes, Thrive Global, Yahoo Finance, Roku TV, The CW, multiple #1 best-selling books, and syndicated on a smart TV network. I needed a big breath for that one. Brian has impacted business culture to move forward with a heart-centered growth mindset. With almost 2 decades on LinkedIn, how could you do that? You're like 12. Almost 2 decades on LinkedIn and 20 plus years of proven digital marketing experience, strategizing with Fortune 500 brands across the globe, Brian founded and is the CEO of Voice Your Vibe, which brings his wealth of knowledge as an advisor and mentor to founders, C-suite executives, you guys, and their teams by providing workshops, one-on-one mastery coaching on how to find their voice their vibe, attract their tribe, and tell a story that people will fall in love with through the power and impact of live and pre-recorded video. Among his many honors and awards, he has been recognized as LinkedIn Top Voice 3 times. A 3-time top 50 most impactful people of LinkedIn. Slacker. Disappointed. LinkedIn Video Creator of the Year. Beyond all the achievements and accolades, if you know Brian at all, you know that he is most proud of his 2 children and the connections and relationships that he has made along the way.
Who's this guy?
I don't know.
He sounds impressive.
Yeah.
I still don't understand that's me, but okay, well, I'm going to now tell you about Nancy Deborah here. She is known as the Queen of Engagement and named one of the top 50 most impactful people of LinkedIn of 2021. Yes, Nancy Barrows is a keynote speaker. She's a coach who helps others understand the value and power of personal content on social media. And through her program, The Chick with the Tool Belt, Nancy Deborah helps others meet their highest personal potential and in building robust revenue streams. She partners with clients in showing up, finding their voice, fully engaging their community across platforms, and media guiding. She is an entrepreneur who has 20 plus years of experience working as a speech pathologist, speech language pathologist, focusing, say that 10 times fast in the comments. Yes. Working as a speech language pathologist, focusing on the area of social cognition. She is passionate about her work, which helps individuals connect meaningfully with others and build community by strengthening communication skills and interpersonal relationships. She is live every Wednesday and Saturday with me for the Global Award-winning shows What's Good Wednesday Live and Shout Out Saturday Live. Yeah.
That's us.
That's wow.
But it's not.
No, it's not. I mean, they have our bios.
They have our bios. So now you have our bios, right? But we want to share a little bit about us. So we're going to play a quick game.
Oh, I love games.
You have a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
In the comments. We'll have to say hi in a minute.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So
all right. Mariella and Denise
hi, Mariella, Denise.
and Ligia.
Ligia, hi.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you for being here. All right, we're going to play 2 truths and a lie. Brian and I are both going to tell you 2 things are true and 1 thing that is not true.
Okay. Should we glow up for this?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay, let's do that.
Hey.
All right. Here we go.
Let's see if it works.
Ooh, we're glowing.
We're glowing.
All right,
yes,
here we go.
Glowing. Maybe my glow changes when I true or lie.
Oh, maybe.
Tell truth or lie.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not good to lie.
It's not good to lie. It's
Okay.
a game. It's a game.
Okay,
We're going to tell them it's a lie. So
Okay.
it's only a lie for a minute.
Okay. Good
Okay.
job.
So here we go. So you're in the comments and Brian will explain it when he's done. You're going to guess which is the lie. I guess that's the easiest. Guess which is the lie. So
There
you're
you
going to
go.
put Nancy in either number 1, 2, or 3, and Brian either 1, 2, or 3. So number 1, I was named a national semifinalist for Little Miss Half Pint for Carvel ice cream.
Okay.
Number 2,
I've
been on LinkedIn for 5 years. That's a fact check.
That's 2.
I think. Yeah.
There you
And
go.
3,
Yeah. 3.
I rescued a 14-year-old from drowning at Yosemite National Park.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. They've
Yeah.
got so 1,
1.
named a national semifinalist for
Yeah.
Little Miss Half Pint.
2.
2, I've been on LinkedIn for 5 years.
Yeah. 3.
3, I rescued a 14-year-old from drowning at Yosemite National Park.
There you go. So 2 truths and a lie. Which one is the lie? Yes, we want to know which one is the lie. So you're going to.
I'm going to pick up my phone and see what you all think.
Okay, there we go. We want to know. Tell us in the comments.
To Johnny, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we're so happy that each and every one of you are here. This is all about engagement. So we want you to tell us which one is the lie. Nancy Deborah, national semifinalist, Little Miss Half Pint for Carvel ice cream, rescued a 14-year-old drowning at Yosemite National Park.
That's actually number 3.
That's number 3.
Everybody.
Well, 2 was been on LinkedIn for 5 years. So which one is the lie? Tell us in the comments which one you think is the lie.
And then you could probably get too confused. If they use our name, it's not too confusing.
Yeah, it's all. We're here to confuse you. Welcome to the Confusing Conference.
We'll get you straightened out by the end of all this.
Yes. All right. But again, we want to know. So let us know which one you think. Number 2 was, and we see people saying number 2. Number 2 was Nancy's been on LinkedIn for 5 years.
They think I'm lying.
So you think that's the lie, right? Andra says she thinks that's the lie. Denise says she thinks that's the lie. We're looking at your comments on LinkedIn.
Yes.
So
Denise knows.
Well,
it's okay.
why
I'm
are
not
you
saying she got the right one. I'm
No.
just saying she shouldn't play.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So we're waiting to see if there's any more coming in, but that's what we've got so far. So we have 2 for number 2. You're 2 for 2 here.
You're 2 for 2.
Technically. So there you go. All right. Fantastic. So survey says you're right. It is number 2. Nancy Deborah has not been on LinkedIn for 5 years. You've been on LinkedIn for
a little less than a year and a half.
A little less than a year and a half. There you go. So there is 2 truths and a lie, which now tells you she was named the national semifinalist, Little Miss Half Pint for Carvel ice cream.
You want to know why I was only a semifinalist?
Why?
Apparently, I asked for ice cream and they wouldn't give me any, so I dropped out.
I
I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I thought it was really unfair that they wouldn't give me any ice cream. So why am I doing this?
I mean, I get that. That makes sense. That makes
Where are the perks?
Of
Where are the
course, you
perks
would
of the
want the
job?
perks of an ice cream. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna flip it. So 2 truths and a lie about me. I founded a fraternity in the 90s.
Number 1.
That's number 1. One of my kids goes to Princeton
That's number
University. That's number 2. And number 3, being on video came naturally to me.
2. So which do you think is the lie? Number 1, founded a fraternity. Number 2, one of his kids goes to Princeton. Number 3, being on video came naturally to you.
There you go. All right. Tell
What's
us in
that
the. I was looking for my my Jeopardy music, but I was having trouble finding
okay.
it. So. All right. Tell us in the comments which one you think is the lie. Which one is the lie? I founded a fraternity in the 90s. One of my kids goes to Princeton, or being on video came naturally to me. All right. Medi says number 2. Number 2 was one of my kids goes to Princeton. So remember, you're looking for the lie. So Medi thinks that's the lie.
How cool would it be that the truth was that you have 2 kids at Princeton, if that's the one?
Well, that would be, that would be pretty cool too, wouldn't it?
Slightly change the truth.
That's right. A little truth changing. All right. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see if any other of you are gonna chime in here in terms of what the lie is. I founded a fraternity in the 90s. One of my kids goes to Princeton. Being on video came naturally to me.
Denise says number 3.
Denise says number 3. Being on video came naturally to me. She thinks that's the lie. So we have one of you that thinks Princeton. One of my kids goes to Princeton. That's a lie.
Can I play?
They probably wouldn't think I had kids old enough to be in college, let alone that.
Johnny. I'm saying it correctly. Thinks number 2. Nobody believes that. You see,
there you go.
Apparently,
they probably again just don't believe that I even have kids old enough that are in college.
It's not that they don't think that you have the cognitive capacity to create children that could go to Princeton. I'm sure that's
there. You go. All right. So we've got a couple of you that have chimed in just like the others. So the answer is the lie. Being on video came naturally to me. It did not come naturally to me. I do have one of my 2 kids is a Princeton. My son is a freshman. A freshman. Yes, my son's a freshman. My son is a freshman at Princeton, and my daughter is actually a junior at Berkeley. So there you go. And Medi says 3 is correct. Actually, it's not. Being on video did not come naturally to me.
Well, let's see, Medi, is that the correct answer for the lie, or
it's the truth? There you go. I think in that case, I think that's what it is. So well done.
Right,
well done. Yes. Good job. All right. So there you go. 2 truths and a lie. Now, why did we just play this game? Because it's giving you our bios. You learned that you didn't learn anything about us as humans. You didn't.
Well, we've already confirmed my lie, so we can keep going.
All right. Yeah.
I could say it again.
Oh, that's all right. Okay. And as you'll see throughout this learning,
the reason it's important is I've only been here for a year and a half. And
that's
I've been
right.
able to accomplish what I've accomplished, which is why I'm sharing that wisdom.
That's it. There you go. Absolutely. Most people miss in building your personal brand is letting people get to know who you are as a human with a heartbeat.
So for me, hearing Brian's bio and looking at his resume, it's intimidating. Anyone else? I'm grateful that I didn't know what a big deal he was. Otherwise, I never would have reached out to him. How we met was a friend. A friend brought me on to Shout Out Saturday Live, and I got to interact with Brian. And then I saw him on another show. And I realized, why did I want to reach out to him? I reached out to him because he showed up with filters and was funny. And in the middle of a pandemic, I saw how he was shining the light on others and giving them space to come be as
hey, showing up with filters.
Can I steal that one?
I don't. How does that?
I don't know. It's not.
Hey. This is called filter transformation.
I saw how he was shining the light on others, and I saw how he was creating space for people to show up. And those are the types of people that I wanted to surround myself with. So I never saw his bio. And the first time I checked it, I told him I never would have reached out had I looked at your bio and known what a big deal you were.
She did. It was when we got on Zoom. Shout out to our friends at Zoom. When we got on Zoom together, it was the first thing she said. She's like, I checked out your bio, and I have to say I'm a little intimidated right now. I never would have reached out to you if I had read your bio.
So why that's important. Again, why we're sharing the personal content is we're so much more than our bio. We're so much more than the experience we linked and the things that we have in our experience section or our resumes. It's time to apparently shift.
No, it's okay. Look, we all want to learn a little bit more about one another, right? Because we all have these different vibes. So in the comments, we want you to tell us something that you love to do. Okay, Upkey fam, tell us something that you love to do.
Kenny D is in the house.
Kenny D is in the house. He says, your brand, Brian Schulman, the man bun looks so delectably, scrumptiously, deliciously, edibly tasty good. I love you, Kenny D.
I'm not wearing the right earrings.
Yes, you don't have your dangling earrings on right now. So, and this is not about business, guys. This is not about business. Tell us something that you love to do, something you're passionate, you're excited about, just something that you love. You love, you love drawing, you love your pets, you love to run, maybe you love surfing, traveling, whatever. You miss traveling, maybe you love traveling, right? Whatever it is, tell us one thing that you love to do that gets you passionate, excited. Again, not business, just something that you love to do. Kenny D, tell us. Medi, Tajani, Denise, Andra, Mariella, Ligia, tell us something that you love to do. All right. Andra, yes. Andra says she loves taking pictures. That's beautiful. Fantastic.
I actually really love taking pictures too.
Yeah.
I have a hard time doing anything with them afterwards.
Yes.
Hey, there you go. Radiating real over here.
There you go. Yeah. Tajani says she loves that they love writing. Wonderful. Writing is a wonderful thing as well. What a fantastic way to express yourself too. Same with taking pictures. KDJ says, dangling earrings. Why are those delectable? Where are the delectable? Kennedy loves dangling earrings.
So you guys who haven't maybe been to our shows yet, come to the shows and see that I have, I don't even know that you have the filter here, but KDJ has challenged me to be wearing my.
Oh, actually, I do. I'm not sure if it's going to hit both of us or, it's going to hit both of us. There you go. This is Kenny's favorite filter because he loves the dangling earrings. So there you go.
This is actually a really good moment to pause and say, like, this is what, like, we are both successful people. We both have been, we are entrepreneurs.
Yes.
But we show up as we are. Like, where else, right? Don't take,
where does this,
take yourself so seriously. Sometimes we tend to take ourselves really seriously and think that we have to show up buttoned up.
Yes.
And a lot of what you're going to learn through this series is exactly the opposite.
It is. It's exactly that. So the whole thing here is Denise says she loves giving and doing for others. Amen.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Mariella,
right.
I love helping businesses avoid disasters through risk management. Yes.
Wonderful.
Hi, Mariella. Did I say
there you go. Hi, Mariella.
All right. So
yes. So there you go. So
you all just shared some personal content. Congratulations. That's what this learning series is all about. Sharing personal content, sharing you. You are your brand, that you're not selling a product or a service, but you're letting people fall in love with you. And all the videos you'll see in this course are about letting people, right, see you. Okay, sorry. He's moving them.
How to see you. Give tips, right?
See you, give tips. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Right. Tips on how to do that, as well as how to manage, recognize, and combat burnout. Because whether or not you consider yourself a creator, you are, because commenting is a powerful form of creation.
Yes.
And so is sharing your story. It's a powerful brand building thing.
It is. It's incredibly powerful. It's also an incredible way to connect with others, right? Because you share those things with others and they sit there and go, hey, wow, so do I. I love writing. I love taking pictures. I love helping and giving to others. We all have an impactful story. And that's one of the reasons that Nancy, Deborah, and I are here today. So we appreciate you all being with us. Nancy mentioned the fact that, your bio is not your story. More times than not, it's not. It's very
clinical.
I was going to say it was clinical. Same brain. It's sterile. That's it. It's very sterile.
Should I keep giving synonyms?
You can. I mean, she's a queen of synonyms too, if you didn't know that. So
well, it's killing as the queen of engagement. It's killing me not to be able to engage. And every time I look down, I'm not engaging, and then I'm trying to engage. So.
Yes. But we see you. We love you. We want you to know we know you're here, and we appreciate your engagement in sharing with us as we're doing so. So now that being said, and actually, let's just make sure here we're Upkey's voting too as well. Well job. Well done. Good job. There you go. Fantastic. Okay. So we just want to check the comments again real quick to make sure we didn't miss anybody.
KDJ,
yes, in the same room, KDJ. It's actually, she's here. See?
Here's a funny story that goes with that one.
Yes.
Ryan Shulman decided that, we should do this together. So he comes to LA and is greeted with me fighting food poisoning.
Yes. What's happening?
So he walked into me spending some personal quality time with my toilet.
Yeah. It's like, wow, you're feeling great. Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
I'm sorry. You're going to
So she's radiating real. She still has food poisoning, guys. And she's here because we're here for you.
Well, and because this is important to me.
It is. And sharing your story is something that is important as well. And so we're going to share a little bit of our stories so you can all get to know us a little better. This is all about personal branding. Okay, that's what we want you to realize too, is that we're helping you get to know a little about us. You're sharing and helping us to get to know a little bit more about you. And you're going to learn that by learning different things about one another, that's how we connect with each other. It's how we connect with others. It's extremely powerful. So one of the things that Deborah did share was that I am a 5-time best-selling author. And my daughter, the reason I share that is because my daughter actually shared a story, and I shared it in the first book of a 13-book series here. And I'm going to read it through her voice because I think it's more powerful than me just sharing it with you. And these are things that you wouldn't necessarily know about me unless I told you them, because they're not in my bio. So I'm sitting in my home office, and my daughter comes into the room. She was a senior in high school at the time, and she hands me a couple pieces of paper, and she says, "Here, Dad, I want you to read this." And I see it, and at the top it says "Speech Contest Essay," and I had no idea what this was. So just know that going into it, and know that I'm probably not going to walk out of this not crying.
I was to say, I should need to go find tissues and should probably leave you alone on screen for this one.
Yeah. So, okay. So I grab these pieces of paper. She sits down next to me, and she's just wants me to read it. I get that prompt from her. So I'm going to share with you this story through her words, and it's entitled "Live to Inspire." So this story about to be told right here is about an extraordinary man, now 42 years young, who's accepted all the obstacles life had to throw at him. Now, I know you may be thinking that everyone has different obstacles they just overcome throughout their lifetime. So how is he different than you and I? Well, what makes this particular man different from you and I is the tactics he used when faced with these obstacles. What makes him different from you and I is that he took these obstacles and used them to help make a difference and inspire others to never let life get in the way of their greatness and achievements. What makes any one of us different from one another is not the obstacles life throws at us, but what you do when faced with these obstacles. Will you choose to accept defeat, or will you choose to persevere? On May 13th, 1975, yes, that's actually this Friday, however many years ago that is, 47 it will be, a child was born at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California. This child was born 3 months prematurely, weighing 1.5 pounds. During the 80s, he was diagnosed with a neurological disorder called Tourette's syndrome, which is a type of tic disorder characterized by involuntary, repetitive movements and vocalization. He went to various doctors who performed countless medical examinations to try and find a cure. Every doctor said the same thing. He's fine. He'll grow out of it. And one day in 5th grade, he stood up in front of his entire class and shared with them what Tourette's syndrome was and what living with Tourette's syndrome was like. A huge weight was lifted off his shoulders once he shared his story with his classmates, and it generated many supporters amongst friends, parents, and teachers. Finally, a specialist at UCLA told him that he would never be able to get rid of this disorder alone, and suggested that he take a special drug called clonidine to help with the tics. Unfortunately, with the drug came horrible side effects. He made a conscious decision to not take the pills after a few years and try and master his condition through focus and determination. After a while, the tics started to diminish, and for the most part, they went away. No one knows what life has in store for them. All we can do is live until we're forced to face an obstacle in which we must make a choice to overcome or accept defeat. With the experience this boy had to face came life lessons. With determination, perseverance, and support from others, anything can happen. Now at 42 years young, this man chooses to use his story to make a difference in others' lives by inspiring people in times of uncertainty. He implements the Rotary's motto, service before self, by finding the light in those who cannot find it in themselves and supporting them through their tough obstacles. He helps lift people's spirits and hopes in times of hopelessness and despair. He helps people turn their ideas and dreams into realities. He helps build people from the ground up in hopes that they too will one day share their stories with others. He makes a difference in the world each and every day, which inspires others to make a difference as well. Who, may you ask, is this man? Well, he is my father. Out of all the lives he's made the biggest difference in, I believe he's made the biggest difference in mine. He inspires me never to give up on what I believe in, to always do what makes me happy, but most importantly, to always live every day as if it were the last, because we're never guaranteed a tomorrow. As Gandhi once said, be the change you wish to see in the world. Making a difference in the lives of others is my dad's change. What will be yours? To say that I was completely taken aback by this is an understatement. Before that moment, I had no idea that my daughter felt that way about me. Again, she was a senior in high school at that time. Thank you. I was bawling. I was literally bawling, and she got up out of her chair and sat in my lap, and we had a good cry together, and laughed and hugged, and we had a moment. Any one of you that has kids out there, most of you, if you have teenagers, teenagers are pretty much all about doing their own thing. And parents are, ew, you want to be with your friends, you want to hang out, you want to do your own thing. So I was completely taken aback by that, and that she wrote this paper about me, and that I inspired her that way. So that tells you a little bit more about the personal behind the brand, right? Because at the end of the day, you are the brand. You are the person in personal that makes the brand. So now Nancy Deborah's story is very different. And we'll talk about my LinkedIn journey in a little bit too, but Nancy's going to share her story, and it's pretty incredible.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you, Denise. I saw what you put in the comments. What a gift and honor and privilege to be told that you have inspired someone. So thank you. Yes, my story is different. I had a LinkedIn account probably since like 2014 and was never on there. Why? Because I had a job. Right? I didn't need LinkedIn. I had a job. Who goes on LinkedIn unless you need a job? Well, it's very wrong. And I found out because one of my best friends introduced me to LinkedIn. She literally tagged me and put me on LinkedIn and was like, hey, everybody, say hi to my best friend. Welcome her to LinkedIn. And that's exactly what the LinkedIn community did. They welcomed me in with arms wide open, something I was not expecting at all. And as I always say, in the long run, what I found was I found a family I didn't know I had in a community that I didn't know I needed. So a week after I show up on LinkedIn, knowing nothing, by the way, I knew nothing. I wasn't planned. I didn't have a strategy. I didn't know the rules. I didn't know there was an algorithm. I didn't know or think I had anything to sell. But about a week afterwards, I was asked to be on a telethon. It was raising money for the XXO platform, which is about connection over convenience. And that is something I'm really passionate about. So I'm on the telethon and we're all talking about, personal experience. And I'm talking about my childhood trauma. And it hits me mid-sentence. Nancy, you're part of the problem. If you're unwilling to say the words, how could you expect anyone else to say it? And so without thinking, I shared my story. And I told the nearly over 800, right?
Yeah, more close to 1 billion at this point. But yeah,
the nearly 1 billion people of LinkedIn, how I had been sexually abused by my grandfather till I was 16 years old. So here I am telling this story that I'd never planned to share to total strangers. I've just told the world that I was sexually abused by my grandfather, something that, while I was open about with people I knew, I had never let out into the world. And the most amazing thing happened. I was received with love, unconditional love, and unconditional acceptance that I hadn't experienced before. And what I realized was people kept telling me, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being so real. Thank you for being so genuine, honest, authentic. And it hit me. Well, this must not happen a lot if that's what people are saying. And so I decided that I would keep telling my story, and I would tell it over and over and over again. And along the way, my story and why I'm on LinkedIn has become much more about the who than the why, which is what we're going to impress upon you through this series of courses, mini courses. So I'm on LinkedIn for less than a year, or just about a year. And 6 months into it, I'm hitting burnout, terribly, terribly burnt out. Within 6 months actually of starting on LinkedIn, I was hosting or co-hosting 2 shows a week. And I had started showing up regularly on the Voice Your Vibe shows. And I was burning out, trying to create content, trying to respond to everybody that responded to me, posting and engaging on theirs, because this is, like I said, this family that I didn't know I had. And I had to change how I started showing up, which really I struggled with, because the community was so important to me, and what I was doing was having an impact. I knew that. I was given the gift of people telling me that I had had an impact, so I didn't want to stop. A year into it, unexpectedly, by my peers, I was named one of the top 50 most impactful people of LinkedIn. And I tell you the story not to tip my crown by any means. I tell you the story because it means anyone can do it. I was there for a year. All I did was show up. I showed up as me, and I was honest and real, and that's what happened. And from that came the chick with the tool belt, a whole new business that I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't think I had anything to sell, and I've never once sold the chick with the tool belt. Anyway, that's the condensed version of my story. And as far as the shows go, as the story goes, I showed up and just wouldn't go away. So finally he had to just accept me as part of, Voice Your Vibe.
Yeah, it's true. Showed up in the green room and didn't go away. And
I created that hashtag Radiating Real movement because I realized that this wasn't happening. We weren't allowed to show up real. And I know that I wore different masks my entire life, hiding who I was to be who the world wanted me to be. And that my personal, was something I should be ashamed of. And telling my story on LinkedIn, I got to lose that mask and 100% live 100% real 100% of the time. And that's so important.
It's
so important for all of us.
It's so important. And I went through the same experience in terms of finding yourself, finding your voice, and sharing that voice. That story that you heard from my daughter with respect to growing up with Tourette's. I mean, I was the weird kid, different, got bullied a lot. I was neck twitches and wrist flicking and facial expressions and noises. And a lot of times they would commingle. I wasn't aware they were happening. This was not something that I was comfortable about. I stood out in a way I didn't want to stand out. I just wanted to blend in. And my very first video on LinkedIn, when LinkedIn Video launched in alpha 4 years ago, I think it was. No, maybe it was longer than that now. I shared my story with the world for the first time, and about 500 million people on LinkedIn. And I was terrified. Had no idea what I was doing. Had never done that before. Never put the camera in front of me before. And got really uncomfortable. And all the love and support and encouragement that I received from all of you, LinkedIn fam, changed my life forever, literally. And so when we asked you to share something that you love, that's your first action step. We talk about your vibes, right? Which is part of what I started to do, what Nancy started to do. Share those things that you have a love for, that you have a passion for, right? That was that first action step. You go onto LinkedIn now as your second action step. Search for the hashtag of whatever that thing is that you love. You love Photography. You love taking pictures. Photography is a good one to use for that. You love, trying to remember all the great comments.
Loved writing. People love
writing. You love writing.
helping
Hashtag
others,
writing. Yes, helping
business
others.
avoid, through risk management, helping businesses remain safe and protected.
Yep. You love people. You love community is a great one for that. All right. So whatever that thing is you love, you're probably thinking, well, why? Why do I want to look for that or share that? This is a business networking platform. Well, because that's one of the ways that you find your audience. It's one of the ways you find your tribe and you build community, finding common interests. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And it's a great way to find your tribe by connecting with people with similar vibes, similar interests. You have at least one thing in common, and it's got nothing to do with business or selling. It's about the heart first and the human first.
And you'll hear more about that in one of the mini courses, probably more than one of the mini courses, actually, about how heart first and human first is really what's going to inform people of what your brand is about.
That's right.
And that's why we love this learning series, Find Your Voice and True to Personal Branding. It's filled with shared wisdom from people who have been there and started exactly where you are, right? It's chock full of actionable steps. We love actionable steps so that as you watch the modules, you can actually put into practice what you're learning immediately. So,
right. So again, upkey and voice your vibe. This is so funny. This reminds me of those commercials that you see at like 3 a.m.
Tell them what else they get.
No, it's not that where it's like they're selling records or 8-track tapes they've converted or whatever. And you get little blips or whatever. And they come back and he says, so now you can get your... you can get it too. So upkey and voice your vibe, this free online learning series.
You're shaking the screen.
I'm shaking. Yeah, it's an earthquake.
Yeah,
shaking the screen. Hey, you know what? That actually brings us to a good point.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, shaking the screen. When you we had some moments earlier where things just don't seem to go right. Bloopers are a wonderful thing when it comes to recording videos.
They are, and an incredible thing to actually share as content.
They are. We're going to actually try and do that now. Hopefully this will work. Like the one earlier kind of cut off in between, but have a look at this. Oh, it's doing it again. Hang on.
Oh, in the meantime, let me remind you a bit of what's available on this free online learning series. So you've got... Although Brian's blocking it.
I am. I'm blocking it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I want to make sure I give everybody credit. Can you move that so I can see it?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay. So I love that you moved it and then just covered it right up.
Well, no,
it's
okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Anyway, Upkey and Voice Your Vibe have collaborated in organizing the free online learning series, How to Find Your Voice, Intro to Self-Branding, which includes mini courses on.
Yes, knowing your why, how to find your voice and make an impact through video with myself, why personal content and engagement are your most powerful self-branding tools with Nancy Deborah.
And Ready, Set, Burnout. Yes, with Usama Bashir Salim, and the mistakes you have to make in building your personal brand with both Brian and I. And we also have you as a brand building around what matters to you most to you with Gerald Doyle. So we you're gonna try that one more time, or am I moving on?
Yeah, I want to try it again. You know what we're gonna
Meantime,
do?
I'm
gonna actually pull it out. I'm going to remove it from the studio. I'm going to try and bring it back in.
Okay, let's do that.
We're going to walk and talk you through a process here.
Right.
Yeah.
So to let you know what's coming up after this live stream, you'll have access to all these.
When all the pieces of your business work together.
That's not it.
Do I get to come up with a plan? Anything I get to know in advance?
No.
Okay.
Here we go.
Winging it.
Try it now.
Yeah. Okay. So,
did you get it right? Yeah, just want to make sure we can see it.
We're here talking about branding.
This is branding, personal branding 101. Yes. Do you feel the branding? I can tweak it. I can edit it.
Okay.
If there were any more branding in this personal. All right, here we go. Hi, my name is Brian Shulman, founder and CEO of Voice Your Vibe.
And I'm Nancy Barrows, Chief Engagement Officer at Voice Your Vibe. Together with Upkey, it's a K, not a G.
You said Upkey.
I said Upkey.
Yeah, you're good. No, we'll keep going. Go ahead.
Sorry.
All right, here we go.
I love that you have to read your line. Hi, my name is Brian.
Well, just in case I forget who I am, right? Personal Branding 101. Remember your name. Okay, ready? Smile. No, we'll keep going. Go ahead. You're right there. And scene. Okay. You ready? Remember your name. All right, here we go. Scene. No. Oh, no. Why am I touching
California earthquake.
that? It's California. Should we dance? Have a good time. Beep, beep. We can't wait to see you guys on the live stream. Okay, there you go. So we got it to work.
Right.
But these
And
are some
why do we
bloopers. We share this.
Because it makes us real,
Yes.
relatable.
Yes.
Right? We've all made the mistakes. And if we're only putting out there the content that is pure and perfect and edited in every way, well, again, we're not very relatable.
We're not.
We're not very relatable. And what Brian was saying in his story, one of his biggest fears was actually telling his story, right? Because you wanted to fit in. You didn't want to be different from everyone. And what I have found, and you have found, and lots of other people have found, is that when we share our personal stories, our personal content, we actually realize we're not alone.
No.
We're not the ones that are different or weird or stand out. There's actually a community of people who are really looking to show up and connect with people out there and connect with brands that resonate with them. So, of course, we bring you back to share your personal story, share your
Yes.
personal content.
Yes.
You are your brand.
Yes. You, what you love, what comes from your heart. You're the brand. Just show up and be you. So action step 1 was tell us something that you love, that you're excited and you're passionate about. Right? Non-business. The second step was search for that hashtag and find others that have the same vibes. Right?
Third.
No?
Which-
Like and likes attract, right?
Like I like
Yeah.
to say, like attracts like.
Exactly. It does. So we're going to actually do a quick pause here. We're going to share some more moments with you too, but we're going to do a quick pause.
You ready for our third action step?
Yes. Third
Okay.
action step. Are
Third
you
action
ready?
step. First thing you're going to do is turn on your camera. Right.
Yeah.
Grab your
can-
phone, turn on your camera.
Grab your phone.
Grab your phone, turn on
Yeah.
your camera.
Grab your
wherever-
phone.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're watching.
Wherever you
Now,
are around the world.
You are going to, here we go. We're going to you can take a screenshot or a selfie, right? So we're going to just go like this. Turn around, Brian, turn around.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do that. Do it together. Hey, we're going to do it too, you guys, but they got to be able to see us. So we'll do it so you can see what we're doing. Maybe I should make this bigger, actually. Let's do that, Nancy Deborah. Are you ready?
Whole squad.
Full squad ready? There you go. So we just did something, and we're going to explain to you what we did because we want you to now do the same.
So you're going to take that. Whether
You're gonna take your phone.
your selfie, right?
Yeah,
You're either
take
gonna
your
do that or a
phone,
screenshot.
Self screenshot. You can do that too.
right?
Whatever's
And
easiest
go ahead
for you.
and take a picture.
That's right. Take a picture.
Why? Because when this is over,
Yes.
you're going to post it.
Yes, you're gonna post it.
Yes, and you're going to post it and tell people what you learned or why you were here, or maybe even share that thing that you love.
Yeah.
And you're going to tag me, Nancy Deborah Barrows, and Brian Schulman, and of
Yes,
course,
on
Upkey,
LinkedIn. Yes, and Upkey.
and Upkey, of course. And
That's
you're going
right.
to use the hashtags Voice Your Vibe and Radiating Real,
There you go.
so we can find it and we can be there to support you when you share your personal content for the first time.
That's
perhaps.
right, because we're here to support you and all of you Upkey fam. That's what it's all about. It's all about supporting one another. You do it today with one another. You do it together online. You do it digitally. You build your tribe by showing up, shining the light, and supporting others.
Before we move on, we've been talking about the courses that they can get in this series, right?
We have.
We have. And so I want to mention them one more time, but what I have neglected to do
Yes.
is actually tell you where to find them.
Yes, we want you to know where to find them because a
There
number of
you
you have
have-
actually asked us, where can we get this course?
At upkey.com.
Yes,
All of the videos will be available on upkey.com.
Uptee.
Uptee.
Upkey, upkey, and uptee. Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
and keep going.
All
So
right, good job.
we're gonna be able to find all these at upkey.com.
That's right.
And you will be learning from, like I said, Brian Schulman, myself, Usama Bashir Salim, and Gerald Doyle. And
There you
keep your
go.
eye out. There may be a few others that get added to the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. But we want you to understand, especially with something like showing up, whether you're just posting, whether you're not just, whether you're posting, whether it's text based or whether it's video based, especially if it's video based. Don't take yourself so seriously. It's so easy to get caught up in that. You know, you're building your personal brand. I got to look right. My makeup has to be perfect. I need to be glowing. Are my glasses clean? Do my brain, you know, am I wearing what's this is a very serious Nancy Deborah show? You know, you all those things that naturally go through your head, and that's okay. But it's so important for people to see the real, raw you. And again, laugh at yourself. My gosh, it's so important to laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself all the time. You got to do it. You got to do it. And so we were sharing the original promo video with you guys initially, and wound up with some technical difficulties. And you know, we're just rolling with the flow, right?
Try again.
Yeah, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it right now. So, want to show you the original and founder and CEO of Voice Your Vibe.
And I'm Nancy Barrows, Chief Engagement Officer at Voice Your Vibe. Together with Upkey, we're organizing a free online series titled How to Find Your Voice, Intro to Self-Branding.
That's right. And this series will start with a live stream hosted by me and Nancy Deborah, where we will talk about how you should go about building your brand online and why it matters, and answer all the questions you may have about the topic.
Now, after the live stream, you'll get access to the online mini course at upkey.com with instructive videos on how to build your brand online, what type of content you should be making, what mistakes you will have to make along the way, and lots of advice to get you started.
That's right. Those 4 things. So join us for the live stream on May 9th at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. It will be available on LinkedIn and on upkey.com. We can't wait to see you guys on the live stream. Okay, there you go. So that was ta-da. So that was the video, right? Now you saw outtakes from parts of the course, in fact. And you know, we want you to understand that, again, you're part of your personal brand. It's showing up and just being you. Now, we had the privilege of actually bringing our global award-winning live shows to social media marketing world in San Diego not all that long ago. And there was a promo made for that as well. So shout out to our friends at Ecamm, our Ecamm fam, that put together this awesome promo. I want to show you the promo, and I want to show you the bloopers, because again, you got to understand the importance of sharing, right? More times than not, all we see is the polish end. It's part of the reason why we shared our bios with you first, and then we started to share some of our story with you.
Go check out my LinkedIn post. You get the ugly, snotty, unsexy version of life that we're all living. It's
there you
so
go.
Important. It
is. It's important because, again, that's relatable. We're going to talk more about that as well. We want to share this awesome promo video that was put together by Upkey.
Okay. Why don't we just show our bloopers?
You want to show the bloopers?
I think so.
Well, because I think it helps them see the back and the forth. Well, you know what? We'll just show you the back. And the polish and the, you know, because a lot of times people, when they're building that personal brand, they want it to be really polished, right? So we find the importance of not only showing and sharing the polish, but showing and sharing all the muck that happened behind it to get to the polish that you actually posted. Post both of those things. It's important. So that's
we're all
why
living life. We're all living life, and we all know how challenging it can be, and how hard it can be, and how exhilarating and joyful it can be.
Yes.
And if your profile is not reflecting a full person, it comes across as inauthentic.
That's it. And being authentic and genuine is the most important part. Denise, we see you. Looks like you're getting on a plane. Travel safe. Bob, it's good to see you. Welcome, and thank you for dropping in with us. Flat Billy's here as well.
He's on vacation.
He is on vacation. See, this is what happens. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your tribe shows up for you. You show up for them. They show up for you. So we're going to share the blooper moments that came from creating our little blip with our Ecamm, fellow Ecamm creators, part of our Ecamm fam. And this just helps you understand some of the things that happen behind the scenes that are really important to share with others, to know that, hey, you know what? We all mess up. Messing up is part of the process. It's not messing up. They're not mistakes. It's just part of life. And we can't wait to see you
in San Diego.
Yeah, in San Diego for Social Media Marketing World. Diego for Social Media Marketing World. Yes. Wait to see you for Shout Out Saturday.
We discussed.
See you for Shout Out Saturday. So serious. Hey, I'm Brian Showman.
I'm Nancy
Showman.
And I'm Nancy Barrows.
And we can't wait to see you in San Diego for Shout Out Saturday on a Shout Out Saturday on a Monday. Hey, I'm by myself. I'm Nancy Barrows.
Okay, and I'm Brian Shulman.
Hey!
I'm Brian Shulman.
And I'm Nancy Barrows.
And we can't wait to see you for Shout
Out Saturday! Social Media Marketing World, yay!
You ready? You're gonna start it?
Mate.
I'm gonna start it.
Mate. Oh.
Are you recording? No.
Hello.
Oh, stream close up.
Wow!
It's Social Media Marketing in San Diego! And Shout Out Saturday is happening on a Monday!
Okay, so there you go. There is another example of radiating real, of behind the scenes, of showing up and just being you and realizing hey, you got to just have fun.
Well, and that's the thing is what vibe do you want your brand to have? How
That's
do you want people to feel about your brand? Do you want to feel like it's fun and exciting and real, or do you want to create some polished content that maybe doesn't reflect really who you are and your values? I mean, this kind of content we put out there, and it's out there on LinkedIn. We're not just sharing it tonight. It's there. It's
true.
there. And it's there with good reason. And you will find ways and tips of how to do this yourself, how to get comfortable doing this yourself, because you're probably looking at us like we're crazy and like, yeah, that's funny for you. And that's all fine for you. But I would never put that kind of, I would never put my bloopers. I would never post having not taken off my makeup and being a raccoon in the
Yes.
I wouldn't post of me crying. I wouldn't
No.
post, right?
And you were encouraged to do that.
I was
because
encouraged.
you were sitting there saying, I would never do
Right.
right here.
Right. Do.
Do.
He
said
said
do.
do.
Yeah.
Live.
But I know.
And so, sorry.
No, it's okay. But that's the point, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your tribe is there to support you. Your tribe supports you in that journey of taking those steps. When you don't know what you're doing, you question everything.
So in your branding,
Yes.
you're going to learn tips in these courses about how to show up as you, how to
That's
be more
right.
comfortable
Yes.
showing up for you. The reasons why, you
Yes.
know, lots of us have a brain that needs to know why. Like, why should I do this? Right? I can do it the way I'm doing it. Well, we have some reasons why for you.
Yes.
We have what to do when you're starting to feel that burnout, because it will happen.
It will.
It will. It's
Yes.
happened to almost every creator I know at some point in their creation career, if not more than once in their
Yes.
career. So how to recognize it, how to deal with it.
That's right.
We've also
mistakes.
Mistakes.
Yeah, we talked about that. How you might have looked at what we just showed you and said, oh my gosh, so many mistakes, right? No, the mistakes you have to make in building your personal brand. There are mistakes that you have to make, and there are no mistakes.
Right. Because you're going to make mistakes and you're going to
Learn.
You're going to learn and move forward.
And
from
you're going to
everything,
grow.
Right. And there's so much more on all of this in the mini courses that you can access at Upkey Live right after this live stream ends.
Yes, it's not there just yet. You will see it after today. We wanted to get you excited and ready for what's to come, share some tips and thoughts with you when it comes to personal branding.
I wanted to let you know that we'll be back in a few weeks
It's true.
after you guys have had a chance to view those videos. And we'll be here for your questions and to hear about your experiences and what you have to share with us after having watched those mini courses.
Yeah, so we're so excited that Upkey and Voice Your Vibe have been able to come together to create this free online learning series, How to Find Your Voice, Intro to Self-Branding. As Nancy Deborah shared, you're going to understand and learn why personal content and engagement are your most powerful self-branding tools. You're going to learn your why, which we kind of grace this. Just the surface on. Your why has to be bigger than just doing business, for example, on LinkedIn. Everyone's here to do business. You want to show up and be you. Radiate real, voice your vibe, do your thing, and realize that by being you, by showing up, all those accolades you heard about me in the beginning, I showed up with friends from LinkedIn on video.
Sorry, I was reading comments.
No, it's okay. You do. She's a phone
the
under. She's
queen of
balancing her phone on her feet.
Yeah, I'm the queen of engagement.
Yes,
it's very
that's
hard
phenomenal.
not to engage. But I was looking at my phone, and I want to give you guys yet another tip about
Yes.
your branding.
Yes.
So we said earlier that engaging is both your content that you post, but commenting and engaging on other people's posts. That is creation. That's content creation. And
That's right.
let me tell you how that works. Right now, you see people saying hi to each other. We see some new names. Each of you should reach out to at least one person that you see in the comments. They will have seen your names and the things that you've said, right? So your name will be familiar to them. If you said something, of course, that resonates with them, or if they said something that resonates with you, put that in your connect request. These are the ways you're going to be building your community, your audience, and ultimately a robust pipeline for business.
Remember, it's all about the human and heart connection first. Business comes from that.
Because if I came up to you, right, randomly on the street, and I said, hi, I'm Nancy Barrows. I'm the chick with the tool belt. I have a program that's going to help you voice your vibe, find your voice inside of you, be comfortable sharing it, and is going to allow you to build a robust community that's a pipeline for business. And you're going to learn how to do it yourself. There's accountability checks and blah, 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 blah. Hi.
Yeah, Charlie Brown teacher sit down and be like, no, thank you. Hold on.
How weird is it? Like,
hi, what's your name?
Right. Hi, I'm Nancy.
Like, isn't that how you start a conversation? It's the same way you do it digitally. Conversation, not selling, not business. Human first, heart first. Find that connection point. It's those vibes. Those vibes.
I am sure that at least, I'm going to say each and every one of you has gotten the connect that's just the, hi, my name is so-and-so, and this is what I do, and I think I could help you.
Yes.
Right? Raise your hand in the comments if you've got
every day.
That. And I want to know how that makes you feel, right? When you get that one, how do you feel? Because I know when I get that one, when I get that one, I'm like, oh, you're interested in my wallet. You're not interested in me as a person. Half the time I get connects that it's clearly someone hasn't even looked at my profile based on what they're saying and they're asking.
Yeah.
And so you guys, again, how do you want people to feel? That's your brand. They're going to see it as, how do I feel when I'm around this person? What kind of energy do they have? So you're going to want to keep that in mind when you send a request, right? If you're introducing yourself to someone, don't start with the sell. The other thing to keep in mind is, we're taking pictures. The other thing to keep in mind is, when you're sending, how do you want to make people feel?
Right there.
Nancy.
That's how you make Upkey feel.
Aw, thank you.
See that?
Thank you.
There it is.
Yes. And it's absolutely, it's my pleasure, my privilege, and my honor to be sharing my story, because like many of us, we have stories we share that are similar to other people's stories. And you do it and I do it. And I know a lot of other people do it. And Denise put something in the comments about how she did it for the first time with us. And what you're doing is you're giving other people permission to share their story, which is a powerful gift. And more than that, I know when I share my story, I'm speaking for those who can't yet share their story. So thank you. That means the world to me. In terms of branding, I had no idea I was building a brand and doing that. I wasn't smart enough to see that in the beginning. But with what I've learned, it gives me great pleasure to take this knowledge I have and turn it into wisdom by sharing it with other people. And that's what you're going to get in these courses. Again, Yes, these courses, the Upkey and Voice Your Vibe collaboration of how to find your voice into an intro to self-branding, right? And you're going to get to knowing your why, how to find your voice and make an impact through video with Brian Scluman, and also why personal content and engagement are your most powerful self-branding tools with me. In addition,
don't forget Ready, Set, Burnout with Usama Bashir Salim, which is incredible. And you as a brand, building around what matters most to you with Gerard Doyle.
And don't forget about those mistakes you have to make.
Got to make those mistakes, because the mistakes you have to make in building your personal brand are really important, right? Because you learn and you grow from those.
And after this live stream, you'll be able to access all of those courses for free. Did we mention for free that Upkey wanted this collaboration to bring all of their use their resources to bring you this knowledge and wisdom for you to learn for free.
Yes.
And that will be at upkey.com. I could probably put it in the comments somewhere. That'd be nice of me, wouldn't it?
I'm sure we could.
Okay.
Bill Bradford, we see you. We love you too.
see, Queen of Engagement. I'm struggling.
It's okay.
I know. And here's the other thing. I know that you guys know my heart. So you know that I'm thrilled that you're here and that your support tagging.
Mariella is taking the step that we talked about. She's tagging. Oh,
I said tag people that inspire you.
Tim Sohn and Bill Bradford. See, that's wonderful, guys. That's absolutely
and you guys,
wonderful.
Connect with these people.
Yes, wonderful humans.
Okay, so we've been talking for a really long time.
We have. I'm thinking
which
maybe
we're good at.
we do a pretty good job of talking. I know, but we hope that we've shared some.
4 hours at a time.
I know. Well, we hope you've learned a number of things today, right? One, to understand that it's not just about the profile, the resume, and that really tapered and tight view of who you are, right? It's about what's behind the paper. Right here, the heart. You're holding that paper. You're going to give that to somebody. It's the heart. Yes, they want to know your experience, right? When it comes to building your personal brand is not just about your work experience. It's about you, the human being, because it's you, the human being, that is set apart from everyone else. We're all the same, but we're all so different. It's your heart that people fall in love with. So building that personal brand, and by the way, it's really easy to get caught up in your head about all those things. If you just start showing up and being you, release all the other stuff, and realize that you are the brand, that's all you got to do. Just show up and be in 2022. Be you. That's right. So questions. People probably have some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were sharing. I'm going to keep talking until we get a question.
Yeah. No, that's
and we
fine.
were sharing about how, sharing across the board, not just the good, but across the board, how that's a powerful thing to do.
Yes.
And making yourself relatable and just making yourself three-dimensional. Don't be flat. And that you've already,
but we love you flat, Billy.
We do. Well, at least they're flat. It's an exception to the rule. But to remind you that sharing personal content is not as difficult or challenging as you think it is, because by answering any of the questions that we asked here, you shared personal content. You told us something you love, that you're passionate about. You've already shared personal content. Excuse me. You're past that first hurdle of, well, I don't know what to say. Excuse me. I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do.
Getting over food poisoning here. Radiating real.
We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. I promise. I'm not going to radiate that real.
God, there's no smell-o-vision.
But you did that thing where you remember what I'm talking.
You're gonna get it. I know you are. It's gonna come back to you in a second. Should we play some music for me?
Does anyone remember? Anyway, I'm sure it was really profound and important.
Yes. It'll come back.
It'll eventually.
It will.
Anyway, so you're going to get more on this in those mini courses. But yes, we want to know what questions you have about branding. I think many of them will be asked in the courses that will be available after this live stream at upkey.com.
And as you shared, we're going to be coming back to help answer any questions that you do have together with us live after you've taken this incredible series in collaboration between Upkey and Voice Your Vibe, How to Find Your Voice, Intro to Self-Branding. So super.
You know what I was saying?
What Mariella says, I totally love what you're saying. Weird response I got from a recruiter. Why so much personal stuff on LinkedIn? She floored me and I refused the interview.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Because think about it too, is what type of people do you want to be working with? What sort of community do you want to be working in? Do you want to be working in a community that makes you feel bad for being you? That you have to wear a whole different mask to show up every day? That's really hard to sustain. Trust me, I know. I did it for many years. One of the reasons I didn't share was because I was worried about the judgments people would have. And the reality is, the second I shared, if there was any judgment, it was also favorable and positive. So again, if you have any questions, let us know. Yes, you can find the videos at upkey.com after the live stream ends.
The live stream ends.
They will not be available now because we didn't want competition.
That's right. And there will be some more that are added during the week. So be sure to keep your eyes out for those additional videos that are added in the series. But we're so happy to be a part of this incredible collaboration, and honored and humbled that Upkey reached out to create this series, and building your personal brand is just, it's so important. There it is right there. Should we point?
I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, there it is. Ready? There we go.
My finger looks so weird.
Shout out to your finger. There we go. And we asked you guys to take a couple steps today, right?
Should we review?
We should review.
In review.
Yeah, building that personal brand.
In review. Step one.
In review. Step one was
tell us something you love.
Tell us something you love. Not business. Tell us something that you love, that you're excited about, that makes you feel good, that you want to share with people, right? Not business, not selling. Something that you love as a human being, right? That was one. Second one
was to search that hashtag on social media, specifically LinkedIn, because that's where you're going to find people who have at least one thing in common. You have at least one thing in common with them.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Those same vibes. And because like attracts, right?
Yes.
Like attracts like, right? And you were taking out your phone, right? Like we did. We did that. We took out our phones and we said, hey, take a selfie, take a screenshot with us, your screen or you behind it. Filter. Did you do it? You did a good job.
I did.
Yeah, we did that too. See, here we go. There you go. We're glowing and all those things. So take a screenshot and then post it on LinkedIn. And share.
Yes, and share.
Yeah. What are they sharing?
You're going to share about why you were here today, something you learned, something you're excited about, maybe even that bit of what makes you passionate you'll share in that post. And you're going to tag me, Nancy Deborah Barrows, Brian Schlman, and Upkey, and use the hashtag Voice Your Vibe and Radiating Real, where you might get a cat in the video. I see one wandering.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing. Hey, I didn't know that cats were going to be part of my branding, but hey, you work from home, you live stream from home, you post from home, you do videos from home, and guess what? Cats make appearances.
They do. And then people ask about the cats that are that wasn't planned. That wasn't planned. Nancy Deborah just had her cats wandering across or sitting in her lap or as a cat neck. What the cat scarf. Cat scarf. That's exactly it.
So that's another reminder. Do not be so don't get so attached to what you think your brand needs to be. And let it be what it's supposed to be.
Let it be.
Let it be organically what it's supposed to be. Thank you, Mariella. Let it organically be what it's meant to be. You'll see how it develops and how it changes. And that's something that Brian Schlman shared with me along the way. Again, I've been on LinkedIn now for almost a year and a half. And I was so busy trying to figure out who I was, what I was doing, and what was my branding. And it kept evolving. And it's funny because there were things that would come up that I had an idea or something, and I wouldn't put it out there because it didn't feel quite right yet. Right. And so as I moved through, it sort of showed itself to me.
Yes.
I'm ready for the picture. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yes, I'm in sweatpants. This is professional.
Yes.
This is professional.
We're getting personal here.
We're getting personal.
Yes. So if you have questions, please feel free to share those questions with us in the comments. As we shared, once the course is live, which is after when we're done here today in just a little bit.
Almost done.
Yeah, we are. We're almost done.
Hang in there a little.
Hang in there with us. Yes. You will then be able to access those. Mariella taking action here.
Yes, you do.
She said, did it. Posted the pic.
Awesome.
Well done. Good job, Mariella. We're proud of you. All of you that are with us and watching, do the same thing as well and tag us. We'll be there to support you because that's what LinkedIn Fam does.
Let's talk about Mariella for a second.
Let's talk about Mariella.
I met Mariella because she made a Radiating Real post after seeing me on a show I did with Ira Bowman and Joseph Stepke.
Yes.
And she created a Radiating Real post. And that was it. A great friendship was born from that. A family, right? A new member of my family was created by somebody being willing to radiate real, show who they were authentically, openly, honestly. And that's what it takes, right? I wouldn't have known Mariella otherwise, but I knew from her willingness to do that she was the kind of person that didn't want to play in that sandbox of I'm polished and perfect. Right? Polished and perfect gets us nowhere. Polished and perfect hurts one another. We're not about that. And you're going to learn all these things. You're going to learn ways to do it, get comfortable doing it in these mini courses that you're going to go over to upkey.com and check out after the live stream.
And this, by the way, this incredible platform that Upkey has put together, you guys. I mean, if you haven't heard about it yet, we're going to play it for you now.
I'm here to talk to you about early career hacks.
What does company culture mean?
So let's talk about what a really good elevator pitch looks like.
Yes, just like
I
that.
was trying to sneak in some
There you go.
engagement.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick. But you guys heard about the launch of this incredible platform, and we're just, we're super honored to be a part of this, and it's just the beginning.
We'll be
So
back.
yes, and we will be back. And there's so much to learn. So take advantage of the opportunity. If you did not hear, free. This series is free, guys. It's free. So take advantage of it. You can go to upkey.com and you'll be able to find a number of the courses. Again, once we're done being live, they will go live. You will find a number of the courses there. There will be more that are going to be added, but as we shared, knowing your why, how to find your voice, make an impact through video, you'll find that. You'll find one on personal content and engagement, how they're your most powerful self-branding tools. You might hear about how cats are an incredibly powerful branding tool, just like right there. Yes, burnout is real, so learn more about that.
Let's not ignore it.
No, it's not talked about enough. It is real, and it's important to be aware of it so that you know how to address it. Mistakes are not mistakes. You'll learn about that and how to make mistakes in building your personal brand. And then
it should be entitled the mistakes you want to make.
The mistakes you want to make. There you go. And you as a brand, right? Building around what matters most to you. So there's some great content and potentially some more being built into this. But
I think
we hit it all.
I think we did.
I think we did. And we gave you some action steps.
They're gonna be able to watch the course when we stop.
They can. You guys can watch the
So
course when we're done. But maybe if Amir is still with us, we can bring him back.
They've got their action steps.
They do.
They
You've
know
got
where to
your
find
action
it.
steps. You know where
Where to find the courses.
you know where to find the courses.
You know a little bit of things that you're going to learn in each, right?
We didn't want to give away too much.
you don't
We
wanna give away
wanted
too
to kind of get you excited about what's coming. And the beauty about them is these are mini courses, so you can get through these.
Oh yeah, you guys. I think the
quickly.
longest one is like 12 minutes long.
Yes,
That's kind of important. Should we rewind? Go back to the top.
Yeah.
and let
Blah,
people
blah,
know?
blah, blah. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Back to the beginning. Hey, these mini courses, you'll get through them really quickly. You're going to learn great things in a short period of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
right.
Then maybe it's time
Yeah.
for us to say goodnight. Let you
We
guys
are.
go.
We're going to get
Thank
Amir.
you.
He's fixing his hoodie. He's looking
Yeah,
sharp.
thanks.
I wish my beard looked like his. He's amazing. All right. Welcome back, Amir. Here he comes.
Thank you all so much. I enjoyed it. I took a lot of notes here. And it was really good.
Awesome.
Thank
Fantastic.
you. My
Well,
girlfriend was actually in the background listening, and she's like, "Oh, that sounds really good." So
fantastic.
we both enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Incredible, and thanks for always sharing all the love and support with our young professionals. Thank you.
We love you, Upkey fam, and we love you, Amir, and everyone at Upkey. We so appreciate you and everything you do to help lift others, provide so many educational outlets and hope and inspiration to others in a time where a global pandemic. It's sometimes can be hard to find hope and inspiration, and you guys have really done a phenomenal job at doing just that, especially in the last couple of years. So. Huge kudos to you and
keeping that program going through all your programs going through all of that when people really needed to be connected is really commendable.
Yeah. So go to upkey.com and you will find after we're done here, you will find those mini courses live. And again, there's going to be some more that are being added here through the week. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears to the ground and check out that mini content. Yeah.
Amir, you're going to have to hit end twice.
You will have to do that because we can't.
It tries to trick you. You should
does
look at
try
my
to
first
trick
live.
you.
Have a good time.
Right.
Have a good time, and see you all soon.
Sounds good.
Be well.